Two-wheel drives will start their 2025 campaign right here, right now, as Chase Richardson will bring out the Suffering Sanity 1941 Willys. Chase comes to us out of Litchfield, Kentucky, as the defending Grand National Champion here in two-wheel drive. Now, last year also picked up the Enderley win. He was the Farm Show champion in Louisville, Kentucky this past February. So pretty much, you name it, Chase has done it here lately in two-wheel drive. Now, good new sponsor on this tractor, as we'll have sponsorship from Busch Light on his two-wheel drive as well as his mini rod, which we will be seeing later on tonight. So once again, Chase will be our test puller here in the two-wheel drive class. The only one with that option to take or turn down his run. All right, fans, a good run right there for the Busch Light-sponsored Suffering Sanity. Now, big decision here for Chase, whether or not he'll take or turn down that run.
301.125, 301.125 for Zach Howell.
All right, down here off the end of the track, I've got Chase Richardson, our test puller in the two-wheel drive truck class. Going this is 323. What's your decision here on this test pull?
We're in first place, baby. That's a first official Grand National run. No, I guess we ran at Toma, but yeah, this class has been through a lot this year, so this will be a great show for the fans, and hopefully it holds up and at least finish in the top end of the class. But a lot of good trucks back there.
Definitely. A good field of trucks here today, and it was an excellent path. I don't think there was much more you could have done different here today.
No, they built a great track here with all the weather conditions. I think a great sled setting. If I win, it's going to be a really good one. But no, this is a great place to come pull. Mother Nature's not been cooperative, but this will be a great show today and tonight for you fans. So thanks to everyone here involved.
Well, good luck on the final results. Chase Richardson and the Busch Light sponsored two-wheel drive truck.
It's a good truck. All right, good run right there for Chase Richardson. Now he's coming off a third place finish last week in Fort Recovery.
Yeah, it's a good solid run right there with that Busch Light truck. That's a Brian McDonald truck, and that's a good one.
41 Willys with the funny car style headers.
Love the sound of them.
Oh yeah, So Chase will get her shut down here. We'll get the distance in. Two-wheel drive side, we get 3:39 and 93 for Chase, 3:39 and 93. So put him number 8 here in our lineup, as Mike Wallen up next with the black iron.
Awesome. RJ, good luck to your brother Brandon later tonight.
All right, so we
I hope
take
you guys,
a look
I hope
here
I get
at
an interview
our
at least a couple more times this
two-wheel
weekend.
drive side.
Well, we're going to try hard, but man, the competition's tough. You know, anyone can win in any of these classes. It's a lot of fun. That's why we love coming. We love the competition, and just looking forward to a great weekend of pulling. The weather looks great. If you're not here, if you're watching live and you're close by, come on out to Rockwell, Iowa. It's a really, really nice event.
Well, there's Mr. Richardson himself, the defending Grand National Champion, the Busch Light sponsored Suffering Sanity. There's Ron Hart there. Pepper steak is what's for dinner at the UD trailer, everybody. So come on over and see Bonesy. Heidi brought some bratwurst last night down from Wisconsin. So we are on the tail end here, fans. I'm on the second page of the super modified two-wheel drive trucks. So, again, shout out to the Funks for the win in the Super Stock Diesel trucks this afternoon. We're getting the Busch Light truck started up. Strong partnership with Chuck Ford heads there. There's Alex, their motor tuner dude. The rest of them really don't do anything except wear the shirts and look pretty. So, yeah, Bonesy does cook. Bonesy does cook. Yep, Bonesy does cook. All right, this is your defending Grand National champion. Now, we've really only had 2 official points. Hooks, Fort Recovery. I believe Chase finished 3rd in Fort Recovery, and then Thursday night, I'm not sure what he got Thursday night, but this is the 3rd official points hook of the season for the super modified 2-wheel drive trucks. This truck won the National Farm Machinery Show Saturday night. Another guy who kept his fire suit on all night long would have been Mr. Chase Richardson at the National Farm Machinery Show. Rumors have been sold that he might even wore it to a bar. So. Chase Richardson getting backed up.
He was just trying to let everybody know who he was.
Brandon Phillips is his official backup guy. I got to get me a backup girl, Trav, like drag race.
Yeah.
We should get Allison talked into that.
I'll let you work on that.
Allison's involved. Allison's the boss of the Schlabaugh family. It's well documented. Allison's got to hold her iPad at the end and video her Travie. So.
I actually helped a friend of mine, Brian Miller, back in the other day. I hadn't backed anybody in for years. I was like, oh, hang on, I'm not very good at this. So.
Yeah, I'm not very good because I'm more worried about the track and the hole shot. And I need you to get on in here.
I got Jerry to take care of all of that. He just puts me in there. And
Trav, what do they spray into those blowers? Is that de-icer?
It's a de-icer.
Okay.
So they say what happens if you actually watch them on certain time, the alcohol is so cold it's such a mist that it'll actually freeze the blades once in a while and create ice. So.
Well, Chase drove the light modified earlier. They got the Unlimiteds tonight, and the Minis are back tonight, I believe. No, the Minis are done for the weekend.
Minis are done.
Oh, header pipe came off there.
Yeah, I'll bet that's hot.
I bet, don't touch that. Do not touch that. That header pipe needs a Busch Light poured on it.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. Alex forgot to tighten a screw. I don't think he's seen it yet. Yeah, he hasn't. Because it's on that other side of the truck here. Don't touch it. Oh, he's got gloves on. Yep. He's got pick it up with a stick.
Yep. I got my flags.
Yep.
I think that header pipe's hot.
Yeah, it'd be very, very warm. You're going to need a glove there.
The flag guy, he's going to get her. I think
he says, I'm going to set that on the.
Let's put that on the dirt pile.
Watch Chase's replay. Going to move him into the 7th spot. I know that's what Chase is looking for. Obviously a win, but top 10 out of 33 trucks. He'll take that. That's where he sits currently. Don't know if he'll finish there or not. Kelly Nichols, man, 343. She parked one out there.
Yeah. And, when you get 30, 40 tractors, vehicles in that, I bet there's 30 of them running Grand National points.
Yep.
You can really swing a lot of points in a one event, so that consistency is what wins that. They must have had their pokers out there early, and they didn't like that sight.
Yeah. So here we go, Trav. Kelly Nichols won fine edge, 343.76. She won in Fort Recovery, so she's definitely leading the Grand National points. Alan Kane, our winner Thursday night, going to finish outside the top 10. Height maintenance, Fleming's going to go 336.47. Hang time, Foul sat in the 2nd spot for a long time. So really, a late hooks that did really well would have been Fleming. Really, everybody else really came earlier in the class. Hot wired 334, Foster's truck. Corn burner, Jason Sullivan at 332. So Russ and Kelly are going to go 1 and 6. So man, that's awesome.
Yeah,
what a night for them. Afternoon for them. 332. The Buckeye hauler, Jesse Petro. Simon says Chevy 330. Chase is going to go 9th, and the Busch Light Suffering Sanity at 327. And RJ is going to go 2 top 10s here with 8th and 10th, with the Willie Make It coming in 10th at 326.97. So what a great afternoon of pulling here, fans, as we watch the crowd start to leave.
As we take a look at our next competitor, it is Chase Richardson, brand new sponsor on this machine. Busch Light, and it is the Suffering Sanity machine, defending NTP Grand National machine. And again, we're 3 hooks into this. Chase right now is in 4th position, 10 points out. He could make a lot up today if he lays down a strong pass.
Well, you know, this truck has been around a long time with Brian McDonald at the wheel, and this truck, very consistent truck. And it's just been a tremendous vehicle no matter who's in the seat. And, you know, last year's Grand National defending champion here in the 6,200-pound two-wheel drive truck class.
Yeah, Brian McDonald piloted this machine a number of years. Was in the Mini, and he was a Grand National Mini champion last year.
Right.
He's taking a little time off, but
Yep.
yeah, great year for the Richardson-McDonald combination, I'll call it. They kind of teamed up and were very successful last year.
So, ironically, last year, you know, the way the season ended, the Minis ended up in Wasion, and Brian won the points there, and Chase was in Canton, and the championship was declared the next night in Canton, Ohio.
If you're wondering, this is a 1941 Willys pickup, and is getting backed in there. Close quarters. Richardson's quite a crew that comes along every time they go.
Well, not only the truck here, we got the mini rod. They have an unlimited modified tractor, and new this year, the 2-engine light modified tractor. So campaigning 4 vehicles this summer. It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. Chase Richardson chasing at 3:04 and 3 from Ethan Foster on the hot wired machine. Chase puts a hammer to it.
Yep, a little bit of smoke coming here from the engine department. I'm not sure what that's about, but makes a nice pass. I'm not sure where that's going to put him at, but it's going to be right there at that 3:04 mark.
.305 even. 3:05 even. So there's your new leader by about 7/10 of a foot. He shuts her off, coast over to the straightaway of the racetrack. Good night for Russ Nichols. And here we see the final here. Alcoholic retapped first. Corn Burner, Jason Sullivan in second. On the edge, Russ Nichols third. Solomon Express, Tim Betty fourth. And come around sundown, Joey Frazier in fifth.
Yeah, I'd have to give Joey Frazier a thumbs up for getting a top 5 finish on track position.
As we see the rest of our leaderboard there from Yellow Thunder to Lumberjack in the 15th, we're going to kick it back down to Keith Horse. He's got something for us.
Bring it up. The Suffering Sanity. We saw Chase and the crew down there earlier in our K&K Winner's Circle. He'll come up right here in the Sanity ride. Has had great success with this truck in the last couple of years. A good-looking ride, and Chase can make the magic happen here tonight. But he's got to get by, and it seems like an almost insurmountable pass of 3:32 and 8 here in our two-wheel drive class.
Yeah, 1941 Willis on the start line here, fans, as our defending Grand National champion, Chase Richardson, makes his way back to the weight transfer machine. Also picked up that big championship down in Louisville, the National Farm Machinery Show. Championship tractor pull, he was the big winner on Saturday night. So pretty much everything but the kitchen sink this truck has won here in the last year or so. Let's see if he can do it here tonight. Just 5 left to go, right, Doc? 5 to go on the two-wheel drive side.
That's what it's all about right there. What a good combination.
We got some Busch Light fans down here. They're cheering on.
You look up there on the big screen, you see your new leader in the two-wheel drive side as well, Chase Richardson.
Don't forget, pulling fans, once we're done with our two-wheel drive class, we will have our light super stock pull-off. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new leader on the far track, Ryan Anderson, 3:18.9 with 2 left to hook.
Yeah, I don't think we got a new leader here on the south track, but I do think we've got a guy who's put himself into the top 6 to 8 right here, and puts himself as well probably into that points lead or close here in the two-wheel drive side, as it's been a very big battle here over the last few weeks. What a change you think about that points race. And the Busch Light supported Suffering Sanity, Chase Richardson.
Yeah, so point. Go ahead, Darren.
3:24.19 for Chase Richardson. 3:24.19 going to put him in third place.
Third place. It looked to be 3:21, not 3:24.
Well, defending Enderley winner, defending Grand National champion, and by hooking to the sled will be our Grand National champion for 2025, the 41 Willies, Chase Richardson, Suffering Sanity out of Litchfield, Kentucky, as he's going to spot that sled way over on that right sideline. Once again, the mark to beat here, 3:03.56, just 2 left to go on the two-wheel drive side. All right, let it drift over here to the left side. Now 3:03.56 is the mark to beat. I think he's got it. We'll wait officially here on the distance. All right, so Chase Richardson comes off the track here. We'll get the numbers in here. As we'll get the numbers in here for Chase Richardson with that Suffering Sanity Busch Light sponsored truck at 3:02. Boy, we are stacking them up here.
Yeah, I mean, that was a good run. I mean, it was almost a pretty carbon copy of Jason's, starting on the right and drifted over to the left. Sled's just pretty locked down tonight. I didn't obviously look to see how it was set up, but hopefully the Region two-wheel drive class can run a little bit longer than that.
Yeah, normally we're used to runs here at the Enderley out here about 370. We've seen 380, 400s over the years, but they're keeping things a little tight.
Yeah, that's the hard part about being a sled operator.
Turn it so it faces the cameras. There you go. Good man.
All right, ready?
Understand sponsorship. Dan, they need to work for you. They understand sponsorship now.
Greg's out.
Congratulations, Chase. Two-wheel drive truck Grand National champion.
Congratulations.
Hello, I'm Greg Randall, NTPA Executive Director. I'm joined by Charles Posch, my co-host on the NTPA Championship Polling Series presented by Case IH on RFD TV and NTPA Voice during the summer. Charles is going to be an integral part of something we want to talk to you about coming up Friday, December 5th and Saturday, December 6th in Orlando, Florida. It's the NTPA Grand National Convention and Awards Banquet. It's at the Doubletree Orlando at the entrance of Universal Studios. We're excited to be down there. It's a great location, and We're going to have a lot of great things coming up at that convention banquet. We're going to have a band on Friday night, reception. We got a promoter seminar. We got competitor seminar. A lot of different programs we're putting together. And on Saturday night, Charles and Dan Schreier will be emceeing the Grand National Awards Banquet.
This event's open to all of our Grand National competitors and their families. Those of you in Regions 1 and 2, well, we've got a special banquet scheduled for Saturday, January 10th. Stay tuned for details to come forth on that. And for those of you who are fans of NTPA Championship Pulling, we want you to celebrate with us the 2025 season as well. We will be live streaming on fullpull.live. We'll be able to log in there and find more details when it becomes available. We want you to celebrate our champions with us.
Without all of our competitors and fans, we wouldn't be the greatest motorsport in the world. Thank you for being a part of the NTPA family, and we look forward to seeing you soon.